dynamic top 8 that we're going to see. Look, Kimas is here. What's up, man? You want to say something? Say something to stream.
Yeah, well, wise words, words, honestly.
He followed the instructions. He followed the instructions to a T right there. That's beautiful. Let's get this show on the road. We got Kevdu versus Livdrial for round 1 on the battlefield pick.
It's Liv? Okay. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name.
I thought it was Livdrial, but I got it wrong. See, I'm already making mistakes in this round 1.
It's okay. It could be worse than this. What matters is that these guys don't do too many mistakes because otherwise they're going to get punished. It might be round 1, but sometimes you never know what happens in round 1, especially when someone from outside comes. It can just be super crazy.
These happen to be two characters that have like really strong string games, so getting caught up once can slip out of hand really quickly.
Yeah, they honestly might be the top 2 when it comes to strings and not actual combos, but honestly, two pretty hype characters. I mean, Captain Falcon, who doesn't love to see a Captain Falcon?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's I'm always entertained, and there's always different, like, Falcon is one of those characters that I always see a lot of flavor, a lot of color, and there isn't really like a, what's the word? A flowchart Falcon, actually, that exists very little.
Honestly, this whole thing about Falcon, I'm gonna be honest, I hate fighting with Falcon. But watching them is always so fun.
Oh, absolutely. They're quite entertaining, and to be fair, I think we have some very, like, whenever someone pulls out Falcon in this region, somehow they have an insane part of Falcon that you never see coming.
Yeah.
Like Spawn, for example, is one of those people.
It's just the pretty good sauce, that's all there is. And then they just bring it out, but I don't know what's going on.
Alright, so we got Kevdu off to a small lead right now. Kobe holding his stock at 105.
Yeah, this one, it's just a matter of how much more can he get just off of this stock. Like, sure, if he somehow takes it, I mean, yes, that's massive. But otherwise, he's just trying to build up these percentages, and if you really just want to get out of that like 40-50 window, which he's about to break, there you go, which is where your combos are usually not 100% connecting, and like stuff is more risky, but the enemy doesn't get sent flying away far enough. But now it's just a matter of zoning. Speaking of zoning, pretty rough matchup, I gotta say, for Captain Falcon, starting against the Sword.
Yeah, definitely not, and especially if Swordy on battlefield makes it even more difficult, because that's normally their strong ground where they like to go naturally. I understand how the platforms could be very convenient for Falcon, just being able to get the up air pressure, all that good stuff.
Yeah, like it can help with the combo string, but at this point, you gotta factor in, yes, you're helping yourself on one, but on the other hand, you're also giving your opponent the best setting that they can wish for. So at some point, like, that's kind of the finesse that comes with counter picks. But at this point, pretty rough lead to come back from, but the stock is still there. So again,
taunt too as well.
That's good.
That was slick. You think I didn't see that, but I actually did.
I did calling him out in the street.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no way. Oh, there you go. Kevdu even went for his own. There you go. See? I think Kimas is slowly but surely like that influence is getting on people.
He's making people more toxic.
Oh my god, there's gonna be a region of toxic taunters all over Montreal.
Dude, it's gonna be great. That means everybody's gonna just get tilted at us and wanna gonna play overly aggressive.
Like that's never happened before.
Right.
So yeah, so far though, I mean, Livdrial not trailing too far back. You can still do it.
Yeah, you see him play a little more patient, really try to lend the confirms and just try to zone a little bit, even though it's against a Swordy, but he's like weaving in and out a little more. And it seems to be working because he's slowly bringing it back. It's just a matter of can he take this stuff quickly. But again, he needs to not fish too hard like that of the try and catch Kevdu off guard, because if he misses, he's just gonna die. That was a
Ooh, yeah, that was a commentator gasp right there. We were spooked.
Oh no, the shield ring, that's it.
Yeah. And to keep in mind too, for both these players, this is a new situation because neither of them have extensive playtime with each other. So a lot of the first game is going to be feeling each other out, and then how can I adapt in game 2 and bring it back, which is what Livdrial is going to be really focused on. And a big part of that will be what stage will he kind of pivot to now that he's tried the triplats and it hasn't necessarily worked in his favor.
Yeah, what I really like to look into the players that come here is especially when there's someone that comes from another region, because the play styles vary so much based on where you come from, and then you just see the clash, which one plays better, which one works better, does a certain play style counter another one. It's really fun to see, because you have that on a smaller scale when it comes to weeklies, but then it's just it's just so good when you're in when there's invaders or in a regional.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And even within like, because if you, let's say we considered like Quebec province to be a whole region, well, even like the micro regions have very different play styles. So how we play in Montreal compared to how they play in Quebec City and how they play in Sherbrooke and Trois-Rivières and all those other regions, it's very different from one place to another.
Exactly. Like it varies a lot on the just on that tinier scale. But then you go and you're like, oh, someone from a whole other continent. Like, how big do you think this vary?
Oh no, for sure, and even like tonight we have such variety, like and new faces for me. Like I hadn't seen Day or Yael play in Montreal ever actually until last week, and I was truly mind blown just to see them go at it, and especially because they play different characters. Yael plays Game & Watch, and Day plays Min Min. So it was really interesting to see different takes on those characters that we don't necessarily get to see anyway. Anyway, I want to talk about players that are not on the screen right now. Let's focus on what we got here.
Well, what we got here is a character swap coming from Kevdu, going for the Mithra. I can't say I'm not.
Yeah, no, we are definitely big XBC2 fans here on the stream, so we are very happy to see it. And,
I am still a little confused to see the switch here, because one of the places you want to exploit Falcon is off stage, and Lucina excels at that. While these two, they just don't really go off stage, because I go in there, you gotta put yourself in bench to die instantly. So I'm really surprised to see the switch. Plus, it's not like he won bad. He still won.
Yeah, no, he won, and he won with a nice stock lead, I believe. So sometimes, you know, you have another character in the back you've been working on, and you want to give yourself a shake at them, but not necessarily at the cost of your first game. So maybe now with the 1-0 lead, he thought to himself, you know what? It's time to see if that Pyramid is ready for drop it or not.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, I know when I was talking to Steve, which we know has, I think, 8 characters out of like 9 characters.
Yeah.
Something like that. But he likes to switch sometimes, just so that the other player can't get used to the main. That whenever you need it to clutch, you just bring back the main, and that's fine.
Yeah. Like if this were to go to game 3, it's not like he's had a second game against Lucina to that. He's just working with a new matchup here, and it's actually really close.
Pretty good actually on both sides right here. We see Livdrial playing a little more patient, which I think he's kind of used to against someone like Kevdu, which has basically no lag. I mean, we've heard it before, but I'll just say it again.
Yeah, no, and that's a scary concept to even think about.
And that's just how quick he is.
There you go.
Okay. Again. Like we saw, like he cannot afford to go off stage to go for that pitch guard. So instead, it's just ledge trap and try to get leads and whatnot. Oh, but
oh wow, yeah, the foresight right there coming in clutch, and one of the often one of the first complaints that people have when they talk about Pyramid, they'll be
you just hit them with a classic comeback of I deserve it. I paid $5.99 to get that.
Exactly, there you go. Yeah, I spent some hard-earned money on this character. Let me profit.
Everybody hates me.
We're not here to make friends, we're here to win.
Exactly.
Livdrial definitely catching up some of that deficit that he had. Oh, curse.
Again, Pyro just hits you with anything and you just die.
Oh, wow.
Like that wasn't even close.
Oh, no. Yeah, that was over right there. Livdrial not trailing too far back. He'll definitely, again, we'll see if he can maintain the patience and find that opportunity to close the stock, or if he'll be a bit too antsy.
But right now it seems to be the latter. I see Karada a lot more moves, trying to move a little more forward. Probably a lot of pressure. I mean, you're on the winner's stock right now.
Yeah, this is a winner's bracket stock, so.
Oh, the patience there. Just as we were talking that he might have been running out of patience, he was just wrong.
Yeah. It's like now he's gotten a bit of a better sense of how to left trap and what options to pick.
But it's a little too late, I feel. Kevdu pretty solid lead on the Pyro, like he's just ready to kill.
Absolutely, and Kevdu's also been doing a very good job of keeping his stocks for a very long time, so it's made it hard for Livdrial. Like he hasn't taken all of this percent very quickly. It's been over time that he's accumulated to 114.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, now he presses down B, kill confirmed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Pretty much.
Absolutely.
Anything will kill at that percent. Just explode it on the screen like that. But still.
Yeah. However, this is a setting for a very explosive Falcon play to bring it back. We've seen it before, and maybe we'll see it again.
I'm surprised we're not seeing the switch here to Pyra. 141%, 143 actually.
Yeah, I think at this point, Kevdu's thinking to himself, a lot of my Mithra moves are going to kill anyway, and I'm going to have a lot better movement to work with.
Yeah, it's most likely a comfort thing, because a lot of people are way more comfortable with Mithra just because how crazy her movement is, but the thing is, it can be a struggle to kill, and right now, we see that Livdrial bringing it back, and he's pretty much at max rage now, so getting very dangerous for both players.
Absolutely. Finally, Kevdu opting to go to the Pyra now. He's thinking to himself, I probably have a better shot of getting a good raw hit at this point than trying to keep going Mithra.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I feel like it was a little... Wow. He went for the grab. You saw the animation there. Already got grab, but the hit still came through, and not the trade you want to change.
Who's that guy next to Pyra, actually? I don't know that guy. Do you know that guy? He's not familiar.
I don't know.
Is it Riku? I think it's... is it Shulk's younger cousin that no one cares about? What's his name?
Schalk? Schalk? No. Schluk?
Schluk, yo.
No, we're messing around. Of course, it's Rex. Again, like we said, we're both fans.
It's Marth!
Huh?
No, I felt like I have an automatic reflex to throw Fire Emblem into any conversation.
No.
That's just how I am.
I thought you grew out of that already.
Yeah, there you go. No, you can't escape the Fire Emblem. But yeah, no. So yeah, very good showing from Kevdu, winning his round 1. Livdrial going to an early losers bracket, but we saw some good stuff from both players. I think Kevdu, like having watched him for the last couple of weeks, seeing him play the round 1, going both ways more often than not, finishing like in a 2-1 at his deficit. There was some stuff that he improved on, and really, I think he just has a natural aptitude to play sorties.
Yep.
We saw that extremely well on Battlefield, where he was getting a lot of good of those like 2-3 hitter strings that will just get you to that percent to kill as you go into the game. And he was making a lot less of those hard commitments that you can, better risk-reward decisions is what I would call it.
I would say the one thing I really liked was his Lucina, because he was really taking the time to space a little more. But the problem is, when he switched to Pyra Mithra, I felt like he kind of got overwhelmed himself with Mithra's movement and capacity, that he just stopped zoning at all. Like, the spacing was just gone, and at this point, he was just throwing moves and throwing himself with the move towards Falcon. And that almost bit him back at the end by refusing to switch to Pyra and start zoning again. But at the end of the day, he took it.
Yeah, no, of course.
Who am I to complain?
Yeah, no, exactly. And, we're only speculating on what we can see on the screen, but at the end of the day, what matters is, did you get the result that pushes you further in bracket? And even if the win wasn't necessarily, like, perfect, and no one plays perfect.
I mean,
real for a second.
It was a 2-0, but it was a close 2-0.
Exactly, it was a close 2-0. Yeah, no, the copium is real sometimes for all that stuff. And I see it because, like, I'm commentating and I watch people and I'm like, oh, I remember being like that when I played bracket. Wow, being a commentator is so much better.
That's the secret, guys. If you see yourself just hitting a ceiling and struggling to improve anymore, just become a commentator.
Just become a commentator.
This way, you're always the star of the show.
you can't be sad losing to Smock or Venom if you don't have to play them at all.
Exactly. Instead, you just cheer for them.
Yeah, there you go. You just get to be their fans, and you get to have fun and watch them destroy other people. So yeah, no. Yeah, everything sounds good. We just need the chat. What?
You're not giving us chat?
Yo, we want chat.
But I heard our biggest fan, Remy Bogard, was in the chat.
Yeah, I heard that he was saying, wow. I wanted to mix like poggers with our names, but it was too much math. It was like 3 names at the same time that I had to.
He's not even there.
He's not there. Wow.
Remy Bogard. Did he lie to me?
Dude, we should DM him right now and be like, yo, what you watching? What you doing? You really playing DVD with Merit? 2 people only right now? Really?
No, he went to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, smart. Yeah.
But anyway, enough with Remy. If he's not here...
Yeah, let's talk about irrelevant people that haven't tuned in that we don't even love anyway, so what's the point? He like tuned in right now and he's crying. He's shaking and crying right now.
So...